No one makes me laugh like our first guest does. Please welcome my friend, David Spade. David,
Hey, you see me?
I
You can
see
see
you.
me,
Do you
huh?
see me?
Yeah. I've been watching you for a little bit. Yeah. I'm
Hi.
sorry. I'm on like 6 Zoom calls, so I'm just jumping over to you right now.
You're a busy man, aren't you?
No, not at all.
How are you holding up?
No.
How? I want to know how everybody's doing and what you're doing to keep busy. I mean, I'm watching your shows, but what else are you doing?
Well, first of all, the shows like your show probably it's a lot more complicated, I think, than people realize to do anything from the house. I didn't know how to do my computer. I didn't know anything. So just for me to be alone and they're trying to tell me how to set things up, that's hard. Uh, I just run out of things to do quickly. I realize I'm not an interesting person. I was alphabetizing my colognes yesterday. Oh, it took all day. Thank God. That's a great time killer. I start with Axe and then I go to Am Dractor. I don't know. So now I'm just making them in my basement. Just mix up
Oh,
some herbs and
wow.
spices. Yeah. It's tough out
What's the
here. I mean,
final? What What's the final cologne? What's the last cologne?
the Z, I don't even have it that far.
All
I
right.
I did try to get an ark from Ikea. This is so hard to build, and it says it's so easy because I just thought
I'm
maybe if
sorry.
it rained,
An arc.
yeah.
They
It was
sell
two
things that
hundred
aren't.
dollars,
They
and
sell.
it's yeah.
Wow.
I put it on my tennis court and I'm trying to put it together, and it's not so simple. So I'm out there with my mask on, a Phillips screwdriver. It's going to take me a while. It might actually go into summer.
Okay.
So that.
I'm surprised you're not posting that. Let's see that as soon as possible. So
But,
David, I tried. When I was calling people, I called you. I called David. Just I'm talking to the people now at home.
yeah.
I thought it would be fun to call David, and I FaceTimed him. But I was doing it a different way. But I didn't do it right because there was no sound, so we couldn't use any of it. And I loved talking to you, but we couldn't use it.
I know. You texted afterwards, and I understood because it's so complicated to do all these things that I couldn't get mad about it. It was fun talking to you anyway, and we had a nice chat, and we just had some laughs like we just normally do. But unfortunately, everyone didn't get to eavesdrop on that.
No, but so I thought, well, I'll start doing a show because that'll be a way that they'll see it. Let's talk about your show. You're doing a show and you call it a bunker. I doubt it's a bunker.
Well, right now I'm in a different room, but this is just little small rooms, and just for noise, if it's too echoey, if it's too this, believe me, everyone comments and says you should do this and you should do this, and it's you can't see this, and your hair looks stupid. So I sort of take all that in, and then I try to tweak things and get it going. But it's all like everyone's doing it, and it's a learning process. But I think people watching understand that this is a bit trickier than what we're all used to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about you getting the biggest stars last week. I am so jealous. I texted you afterwards because you're doing such a great job. You got like a lot of the people from Tiger King.
Oh yeah, that was sort of an accident. Not really. I mean, I was watching Tiger King and I missed out on Love Is Blind or whatever that one on Netflix, because everyone always says, "Are you watching this new thing?" And I never seem to be knowing what to talk about. And then Tiger King, I said, "Whatever the next one is, I'm in." It didn't even look like it was my thing, but I go, "Let's watch it." And then after like two, I said, "This guy is so hilarious. He's like a Barney Fife kind of tough guy, but not really tough. It looks crazy." And I said, and that's such a like area of like Florida and Oklahoma, and just remind me of growing up in Arizona and doing that Joe Dirt movie. So I said, maybe we should have one of these guys on. And the main guy was in jail. I hadn't even gotten to the end yet, but he was in jail. And so they said, well, we would put the word out, and a lot of them didn't want to talk to showbiz types, but they thought they could relate to you because you were in Joe Dirt. And I said, oh, sure, okay. So a bunch of them started calling in, and then I couldn't do even all of them because I thought maybe I was getting it. I didn't want to get repetitive, but this thing is fun to watch, the Tiger King, and it's crazy, and the animals are sort of a backdrop. You just start. They just focus on the puppet show in the front, like all these people. Each episode, they're even crazier than the next guy, and it all interlocks. But you and I, you're an animal lover. It takes a slight dark undertone if you look too deep. So as the show got on and deeper, I started thinking, it's fun in a way, but it's also little rough around the edges.
Yeah, for sure. So now, do you want to interview Carol Baskin?
Ellen, you're so good at this, and I just do it like BSing with which you sort of do anyway. And it's you that was a compliment when you said that I handled the interview all right, because I wouldn't know what to do other than just talk like a normal person, just asking like crazy things people ask me. Carol Baskin would be riveting to talk to. Sort of looks like Amanda Siegfried a little Wendy McCloven. She's so interesting and spacey, and like nothing really got to her. She would just talk, and they go, he's trying to kill you. She always had like a nervous laugh, but always sort of one note, like I don't know. And when Joe was so interesting, and she was so interesting in her own way, and the husband that was just staring next to her, I liked it all. I just thought, as a character study, it's fun to watch. Now, do I want to have them as roommates? No, probably not.
So now they're going to make a movie, I think. I heard that Kate McKinnon is playing Carol Baskin. I don't know if there's several things going on, several projects, but a lot of people, and I think Joe Exotic, including Joe Exotic, wants you to play him.
I read this. I think, I don't know, it depends. There's a show, and then there's getting time off and all that. But I thought it's just a funny idea because it's more fun just to think who the casting would be, just for something to do. Kate McKinnon obviously is great at everything, and she does drama. And this movie would probably have to be a little more dramatic too, to get all the real stuff going on, not just a goofy comedy.
Yeah.
But I thought Woody Harrelson as Jeff. Jeff who bought the park? That guy looked a little like Woody Harrelson. I talked to that guy too,
yes.
and he was great. He brought the nanny out at the end. It was a whole thing. They're all showmen. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. And I thought, and there's other people in there. I think. The guy, his boyfriend John Finlay, had a couple tubes missing. Remember him? He looks great. He's got a new grill, and he said Channing Tatum might be good for him. So. It sounds like a fun. I know it's fun to ask them what they want, and then they. Actually, Joe Exotic said me or Brad Pitt, and I think I know which way it's going to head. But I see Brad at auditions all the time, and it's always tense. I was going to say,
y'all are always up for the same role. You almost got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, didn't you?
Well, I didn't even know I didn't get it until I saw it. I go, oh, so they did. Okay, because I was at 3 callbacks. You know what Brad does? He brings his Oscar to auditions now, I don't think you're allowed to do that in SAG. But it just shows everyone, like, in case you forgot, I'm better. But I think Joe is a little too squirrely for Brad. I mean, that might be wishful thinking because Brad is so studly, and I'm a little more squirrely.
I think you're studly and squirrely. We have to take a break. Because we have to.
Sure.
We'll be back though. We'll still be here. They're going to go. Well, they're not going to go anywhere either. It's so weird when we say we'll be back because we're here. Those people are still going to be there. There's just something in between this. So something happens. We'll be back. All right, we are back with David Spade. David, how's your family? How's your mom?
My mom's funny because she's just she had a back operation, so she had her spine fused. So she's sort of in quarantine anyway, but she's getting better. Very terrifying because I can't go there. I went right at the beginning, and then they would, you can't really go anywhere after. So we just talk all day, and she didn't get back to me until 3 yesterday. She's like, I didn't get everything done. I go, Mom, you can do literally nothing. But she's always so busy, and she goes, I'm watching this, I'm doing this, I've got the dog. But I go, you can barely stand up. So I'm jealous that she's finding ways to fill her whole day. She's doing better. I'm watching movies. Some of the movies I watch, I think I've run out. I watched Ford versus Predator. I watched Alien versus Ferrari. I think these are really low budget. Oh yeah, I saw A Quiet Place with Emily Blunt. You know that? She's on your show a lot. And John Krasinski. And it's a good movie. And then in the middle of here, I'll give you a little scene from it. Everyone's just scared like this. And then they go, "You want some potato chips?" And she goes, "I probably shouldn't, but I can't help it. Shh, monsters don't like the noise." I don't want to give it all away, Ellen, but that's a little bit of it would be an applause break here. That's also that's my applause break. That's good. I don't understand movies, Ellen.
No, clearly. So you're walking a lot on Instagram. You're social distancing, which it seems like that's not a new thing to you, right?
No, I've been walking around, and people are terrified of me, and I even do everything right, but people, not even 6 feet, they want to be about 100 feet from me, and I dance around and try to loosen up, but it's funny because I have a movie coming out on Netflix, and it comes out in May, but I want it to be out like right now. You know what I mean? Because this is the time when I want to like make people watch it, because I want to say it's a great movie. I love it. It's called The Wrong Missy, and I've had a good dealings with Netflix with 2 movies I've done over there. But it's May 8th, and now I'm like, we got to get this movie out. So let's try to inch it up. I don't know how it works over there, but it seems like a couple buttons.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like that. It would be too hard to slide that over. Like, you're right. You know what? I'll talk to some people. I got friends over there.
Talk to Ted. Talk to all the guys on a group chat and try to get something happening, because I did it in Hawaii, and now I miss it so much. Like, I was in Hawaii. I was having a good time a year ago. Right now I was doing the movie, and it was so fun. And now I'm like chewing bark off my trees.
Oh, don't do that.
Well, I forgot I had food, but I just got scared.
Speaking of that, now you're by yourself. Are you going to the grocery store yourself and getting stuff, or are you having stuff delivered?
It's a little of both. Like, I had to go to the store to get some basics, and it's scary. And then, you know what? I saw somebody. This sounds like a joke, but they were in the aisle at the pharmacy, but they were it said colds and flu with all the NyQuil, and they were in there, and I was like, because why are you in there? What are you getting? Are you sick? I got scared. So back to the front, get my stuff, get out, spray myself down. It's like Silkwood. I spray my down in the shower like Meryl Streep. And then I just home waiting for something else to do, and then get hungry again. But I do have stuff delivered, and I lucky enough to have, can have that happen. But I always get scared every time they speak on TV. They're going to say, we're going to take something else away. You can't do this. And I'm like, it's pretty much a ragtag, bare bones right now.
What kind of, are you cooking? Do you know how to cook?
I know how to heat up, and honestly, I opened the oven, and there's a bottle of vodka. I don't know if I hid it there 3 years ago or what, but I don't use the oven so much. I preheated it, and then it smelled, and I opened it up, and there's a big bottle of vodka, and I go, so somebody, I don't know, hid it there years ago, and they know I don't use the oven. But I use the oven, drank the vodka. I cook in a microwave. I cook on a pan with the top on it. I heat stuff up, but I can't do too much. So are you a cook, or you are?
No, Portia has been learning how to cook, and she's getting pretty good at it. I am not, and people always ask. She posts them, and then the comments are, "Does Ellen cook?" And so I don't. I can make a sandwich, and I can boil water and put pasta in it, and I can heat stuff up. But I don't cook.
Basics,
but she loves. Yeah, but she does love cooking, so she enjoys it. Hey, listen, I have to go because I don't know why, but I do.
This is a tough one when you say you have to go, because everyone goes,
I have nothing to do. I know.
I understand how it works. I get it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's a battery that runs out because the camera just rolls, and then I leave, and I come back
you know,
the next day, and it's
you can always just say my battery's running out. I got to get going. Everyone goes, oh, okay,
okay.
okay.
Then I'll say that.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having me,
Talking
Ellen.
about
I love
batteries
you.
running out. All right, I love you. Lights Out Live from the bunkers available on YouTube and Twitter. You should watch because David is very, very good at this and some interesting people. I love you. Stay safe. We'll be back.